Good day, everyone. This is your European Open briefing for Wednesday, August 24th, 2016. I'm Selena Nicholas, currency analyst at XM.com. So let's look at the main points for today. There was a quiet start and the market's focus is turning now to the Jackson Hole meeting on Friday. All eyes will be on Fed Chair Janet Yellen's speech. The dollar rebounded overnight thanks to some U.S. New home sales data, and the Aussie as well as the Kiwi fell this morning on disappointing data, and oil falls again after a report showing the biggest inventory build in 4 months. So let's start with the dollar yen. We can see the dollar bounced higher overnight, and it's consolidating for the moment. There was a report on new home sales out on Tuesday. It was quite upbeat as new home sales jumped by 12.4% to 654,000 units for July, and this is much better obviously than the expectations for a drop of 2%. So now markets will look ahead to the speech on Friday by Fed Chair Janet Yellen at Jackson Hole in Wyoming, USA. And will she be hawkish on a rate hike view? Just to remind you, recent hawkish remarks by Fed officials have raised market expectations for an interest rate hike by the year end, and some even expected a rate hike as soon as September. So for now, market participants are waiting to see if Janet Yellen will restate the hawkish view of the economy expressed by some Fed officials in recent weeks, or will she just echo the minutes of the Fed's July meeting, which indicated that officials were actually divided on when to raise rates. So all eyes will be on her speech on Friday. Now let's look at the Australian dollar, which actually declined after some data showed construction work done in Australia for the second quarter actually declined by 3.7%, and this was much more than expectations for a 1.9% decline. So that affected the Australian dollar, and the New Zealand dollar is down as well after data showed the country's trade balance swung into a deficit of 433 million New Zealand dollars last month, and this followed a surplus from June's 127 million dollars, and forecasts were actually for the trade of a trade deficit of 350 million. So that affected the New Zealand dollar. It's under pressure, although it's consolidating right now. And oil pretty much in focus in recent days. We had WTI Oil falling on a report out yesterday. It showed the biggest inventory build in 4 months. So the API report showed a surprisingly large crude oil build, 4.46 million against expectations of just 850,000 barrels drawdown. And right before this report, late on Tuesday, we saw a big spike in oil prices. There's this knee-jerk reaction to some reports, or basically rumors, that Iran was going to agree to a production freeze. This report was later denied, but focus turns to another inventory report later today, the EIA crude oil inventory report out of the US. And looking ahead for the rest of the day, the European session is going to be quiet. There's not much on the calendar out of Europe, but later on we have US existing home sales and of course the EIA inventory report. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.